Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Basics and Essentials. I was going over this playlist and I noticed I've done nothing for you beginners that's vegetarian. So let's change that today. And today we're gonna make some epic veggie burgers. So for all you vegans out there, you're gonna love this recipe. Everything for the patty is completely 100% vegan. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I'm sure it is. If you're using homemade buns, that's gonna make this meal non-vegan. But I'm sure since you're vegan and if you love burgers, since you're here watching this video, you know where to get your favorite vegan buns. Let's get started right now. So I'm gonna make it really easy for you. We'll be using canned beans. So go ahead and empty those cans. Rinse your beans with water. And here I have equal parts of kidney beans and black beans. Once you have that set, chop up some onions, garlic. I usually just use a cheese grater to finely mince the garlic. Also, we'll be using some mushrooms to add some earthiness. So go ahead and chop these up into cubes. Today I'm going to be using portobello mushrooms. I really love it. Now if some of you have not worked with mushrooms before, mushrooms are basically made of water. There's so much water in there. So when you start cooking it, you're going to start seeing that your mixture is getting watery. So you want to cook that down, preferably on a medium to medium high heat. So it evaporates quickly, you don't overcook your mushrooms, and it still retains its delicious flavors. You can go ahead and use whichever mushrooms you prefer. And finally, we're going to have about a cup of spinach. Just roughly chop this up and it'll be good to go. So first off, heat a pan on medium heat and add some olive oil. Now once that is hot, add in your garlic and onions and saute this until the onions are nice and soft and the mixture is really fragrant. Also, sweating your onions simply means that you cook it until it becomes soft and translucent. You really want to cook down that strong flavor that onion has and really make it smooth when it caramelizes. Now add in all your mushrooms along with some sea salt and let the mushrooms cook down. Also add in chili flakes to your taste. If it starts to get a little sticky for the onions, just add in a splash of water. Just get all that out. And the chili flake will add a lot of flavor and spice to your burgers. So if you are sensitive to spice, then tone it down or don't add it at all. This mixture looks absolutely delicious. Before you add your beans into your onion and mushroom mixture, reserve a handful on the side so you can just add it at the end and add even more texture. So once your mushrooms are cooked down, add in your beans. Just saute and mix for 2 to 3 minutes until all that delicious flavor of the mushrooms, the onions, the garlic is all combined well with those beans. Finally, add in your spinach and saute for about a minute or two and until the spinach becomes darker green in color. Now this mixture is good to go. So go ahead and turn off the heat. And let this sit in a bowl and cool down at room temperature. Now you're going to transfer all your mixture into a blender. Now if you want completely smooth burgers, I suggest you mince it on a high setting for about 30 seconds to a minute. If you want more texture in your burger, then pulse it 4 to 5 times on a high setting. So there's our pureed mixture. There is a good amount of chunkiness in there. It needs some salt, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of salt. So now add in your reserved beans, half of your oats, and mix well one last time. And refrigerate this for about 20 to 30 minutes until it completely cools down. If you try to make patties with the warm mixture, it's gonna break and it'll be a complete disaster. So let this cool down, please. So I'm gonna be using a scale to help portion these out. So this is 430 grams. divide this mixture into 3 to 4 equal sized portions. So my buns are pretty big, so I portioned these out into 3 equal thirds. So now working with each portion at a time. First, make sure you form a tight and compact ball, and then slowly and gently making sure to compact it while you're flattening it. This will help make sure that when you're cooking your patties, they will not break. So as you can see with my thumb, I'm flattening the sides. With my palm, I'm making it to the size of my buns. These are my homemade buns. I'm just gonna slice these up. As I mentioned earlier, this is a good eyeball comparison of the size of a patty that you want to make, so it fits perfectly on your buns. So now sprinkle in some of your oats that's left over. Pat, pat, pat. Same thing. Don't worry if it falls. Whatever it has to stick to make this burger great will stick, so don't worry. Just make sure to give it a quick pat so that it is stuck, and there you have it. So do the same with the rest. So my patties are all perfect. Just lightly cover this with some plastic wrap. You can put this on a plate or a cutting board, whatever fits in your fridge. And now just let this chill for 15 to 20 more minutes. So to cook the patties, heat up a pan on medium heat and add in your olive oil and let that get nice and hot. So you want to handle your patties really carefully because these are just beans and you did a lot of work to get to this beautiful point. So use a spatula and get it on to the spatula. Now add it to your pan. You see, you hear that nice, it's nice and hot. It's gonna get that nice crust. Do the same with the rest of your patties. So you want to cook the patties for 4 to 5 minutes on each side, or until both sides are nicely browned, just as you see it right now. So carefully get under your burger and flip it. Now what I feel when I'm cooking a lot of stuff, the best way to toast buns is to simply put it under the broiler for about 2 to 3 minutes. They always come out perfectly crisp. Or if you want to go the traditional route, simply heat up some butter in a pan and toast your buns until they're nice and golden brown. I'm going to add cheese to one of these. Some thin slices of cheddar. Cover this boy up. And for the big reveal, ooh, look at that cheese. This took about a minute and that's it. These are ready to serve. So now let's start making our burgers. So guess which pair of buns, A or B, was done in the broiler? Leave it down in the comment below and you'll see in a few seconds which one was. So these were done in the broiler and these on the pan. It has that nice buttery texture, and if you want you can still add butter to this, but this is perfectly good to go. So I'm gonna make the burger with the buttery buns. So I'm gonna add in some sauce, some sriracha sauce. Here I have some Boston leaf lettuce. This is my cheesy patty. 2 slices of tomatoes, and yes, delicious avocado. Dinner is served. Can't wait to bite into this. Juicy, meaty. Love those buns. This is perfect. I love that spiciness from the sriracha. I'm so excited to finish this up. You guys make it for sure. So there you have it, guys. A really simple vegetarian option for all you beginners out there. So you can eat vegan or vegetarian and still have a good time. I hope you guys like this video. If you want me to make more all vegetarian meals for you, let me know in the comments down below, or leave this video a like. Subscribe to me so you can see more awesome videos just like this, and don't forget to subscribe to all my social media links down below. Until then, I'll see you guys again on the next one.